Morning all. So today I'm combining the preview and some news of the day stuff. I had one video because we've only got two games tonight. I'm wearing Philly because I'll pick Philly to win tonight, sure. When I do the previews, I just wear a jersey of a team that I think should probably win that night. That's as close to predicting as I get. Now at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific, which is not that far from now. That's only 5.5 hours from when I'm recording this. The Detroit Red Wings will be playing the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay will be heavily favored in that one. You're not wrong to heavily favor Tampa Bay in that one. And so Detroit doesn't really have any pressure on them. And I swear they're playing better than the record. I just don't have anything to show for it. Because no matter what numbers you look at, it's going to say probably not. And Tyler Bertuzzi is out. And there's no timeline for his return right now. We just know it's probably going to be long term. So that hurts the Detroit attack a lot. It'll be Vasilevsky in net for Tampa today as well. So whatever hurdle there is for Detroit, it has been put in place. Also, Boston's in against Philadelphia. That one starts at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. So there's enough time in between these games that I'm just going to go ahead, since there's just two games too. I'm not going to do the board the same as I do on the busy nights. So there'll be a lot more note taking, I would think, for these games. Boston, Philly, this is a fight to see who might end up being the first place team in the division. And both are playing very, very well, and we'll see how things go. There are a lot of teams in the league right now with pretty gaudy records, as I figured there might be. And Boston and Philly are two of them. And it's funny because even though we're this far into the season, we've played this many games, I don't know that we know yet who the true contenders are. Because, of course, you've only played a limited number of opponents. And so, again, I would think until we're around that 10 game mark. I think we're still figuring all this out. So we'll see if Philadelphia, with being the home team and all, whether or not they can pull out the win. The Ottawa Senators clearly know that things aren't well. Braden Coburn goes from being, he was on the first pairing not that long ago. Now he's on waivers. So they're waiving him. We'll see if anybody picks him up. I doubt it. And Eric Brandstrom's been called up to the taxi squad, which I mean is okay, but I think he'll end up on the roster. Brandstrom, it was a surprise and a disappointment that he didn't make the team right out of camp. So we'll see what happens with the Sens. This is a really, quite the disaster they've got going on with the 1 win in 10 games, and something's got to change. The Buffalo Sabres, this was announced yesterday, but since I'd already announced that they had postponed their game yesterday, the announcement of further postponements, I'll talk about it now. They've postponed all their games through Monday, through the game against Boston on Monday, and they should be playing after that. I don't think it's a coincidence that all these players have ended up on the list when New Jersey now has 14 players on the COVID list. And that's how quick this can happen. And that's why the NHL has all the divisions segmented the way they do. This is why the schedule's set up the way that it is so that you're not going to end up in a situation where it just runs through the league and you shut the whole thing down. So Buffalo shut down through Monday. Hopefully everybody's okay, much like New Jersey with 14 players on the list. Hopefully they're okay as well. And we'll see, right? But yeah, so those teams won't be playing. It does mean that I have an easier time covering hockey, a little bit anyways, from now through the weekend. Not that busy of days compared to what was expected, but days are going to be busier towards the end of the season, right? Doug Armstrong has been named the 2022 Team Canada GM for the Olympic men's hockey team. This is the worst kept secret in sports. This was the expectation the whole way through. And it's an all-star lineup when you look at the management group for Team Canada, which is not, it's not a surprise. The odd thing is we still don't know for sure the NHL's going to the Olympics. I mean, they're supposed to, and there was an agreement, but with things being how they are right now and with schedules being how they are, I don't know how receptive owners are going to be to closing things down for more than 2 weeks for the Olympics on the other side of the world. So yeah, things are going to be very, very interesting this coming year. And I've already seen projections of Olympic rosters for Team Canada, Team US, and all this. And People are going to be speculating on who may or may not go. But Doug Armstrong will be the GM making those decisions. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.